Joining us right now on the line is Ann Carwal, the manager of the Harbor Steakhouse in Keego Harbor. Ann, thank you very much for joining us. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Is it Ann or Annie? I want to make sure I get this correct.
It's Annie Carwal.
Annie, that's what I thought. All right, sorry about that.
No trouble.
Annie, thank you very much for joining us here today on the broadcast. So, anyone who ever makes that 90-degree turn on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, certainly probably has glanced off and seen the Harbor Steakhouse, an institution. You know, I've been here my whole life, and to me, I think you've always been there. How long has the Harbor Steakhouse been there?
We've been family-owned and operated since 1961.
I thought so. And it's a great place, as the name implies, to get a steak, right?
Absolutely. We hand-cut all of our steaks in-house. We slow roast prime rib both days, and seafood comes in fresh daily.
And I understand that occasionally some people go in and might have a beverage of their choice after work in your establishment.
I have been known to shake a very cold martini.
That's what I understand. So you got to be excited about Monday. Talk about the big reopening day of our bars and restaurants.
Well, we're really looking forward to this Monday when we open back to the public at 50% capacity, and certainly we have been spending a lot of time and research doing everything that we need to do to set the specific protocols and procedures into place to maintain social distancing and practice all health-conscious safety awareness for everything related to the COVID-19. We have been doing curbside carryouts since we have been closed, and we have been very lucky to have a very loyal group of regulars and neighbor friends that have continued to order curbside from us. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm really looking forward to shaking a cold martini.
Well, me too. And you know what? I'm going to go to the grill in Sylvan Lake right around the corner for breakfast. But I will stop over and introduce myself later on in the day. Maybe we can get a chance to meet and say hello. So how are you making it work? Now, the grill, they're going to put these little stuffed animal monsters on tables so people know not to sit there. Do you have a plan for the Harbor Steakhouse to keep people separated?
Absolutely. Our plan includes in our front lounge area, which is a little bit smaller and more tightly packed area, we've removed several tables, and we'll be installing plexiglass between each of the booths so that they can all be occupied, still following the social distancing plan. In our main dining area, we've removed several tables so that those will be 6 feet apart, and then we'll just be indicating that every other booth seat is not available to be seated. So we have lost 50% of our capacity, but we still have plenty of room for lots of hungry people and lots of thirsty people. One of the practices that we are trying to put into place is encouraging people to make reservations in advance or call for call-ahead seating, because with the limited availability for capacity, we don't want for anybody to have to wait in their car before they come in to dine. So you can call ahead and make reservations at the restaurant.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Now, a lot of communities we've talked to, Rochester, Birmingham, they're beginning to work with the local establishments to create some outdoor seating. Are you going to be able to do any of that in Keego Harbor?
Absolutely. We do have a small patio area in the front of our restaurant that will be able to accommodate 4 tables at 50% capacity. And we're talking about adding a couple of picnic tables because our parking lot does back up to a small Keego Harbor Park.
All right. You know, I was talking to Tyler here earlier on the show before we went on the air today, and I was saying, Tyler, we got to come up with a COVID-19 drink. Because I would love to go somewhere and just, could you make me up a COVID-19? I don't know if that's a good idea.
We call it a quarantini.
I've heard of that.
There you go. What's it called again? A quarantine?
A quarantini.
It's like a martini, but
Yes.
it's a quarantini.
Correct.
What would be the instructions for the preparation of a quarantini?
Oh, I think that you could probably figure out any way that you wanted to do it. I think it would be fun to maybe make it blue or make it green or make it something just a little bit off of what an ice-cold martini should look like.
All right. I like Tyler. Have you ever had a martini? You don't look like a martini
I'm
kind
not
of
a
guy.
martini guy, no.
No,
Not
no. All right, so I'm going to try and drag him in on Monday. He's all work, though. It's just very difficult to get Tyler to go out and have a quarantini, but we'll do the best we can. So, anything else you want to add, Annie?
Please come and see us.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck with your reopening. I hope it goes
Appreciate
well
it.
for you and for everybody. Why don't you give a final plug to your establishment for people that may not be familiar with you?
Sure. We're the Harbor Steakhouse. We're located at 3251 Orchard Lake Road, like you mentioned, right on the curve between Cass and Commerce and Kego Harbor. Hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, cold drinks, family-owned and operated. We'd love to have you in.
All right. The home of the Quarantini right here. Thank you very much, Annie. Appreciate it.